Once upon a time, in a peaceful village filled with trees and flowers, lived a little brown sparrow. She was small, light as a feather, and full of energy. Every morning, she sang cheerful songs from the rooftops, fluttered between branches, and played tag with the other birds. But unlike the other birds, the sparrow had a special dream. "I want to fly higher than any sparrow has ever flown," she chirped to herself as she looked up at the big blue sky. One sunny morning, the sparrow shared her dream with her friends. "That's too high for sparrows," said a curious bluebird, tilting his head. "There's plenty of adventure down here on the ground," added a kind robin, digging up worms. "Flying that high is only for big birds like hawks or geese," said an old crow from a nearby fence post. But the little sparrow didn't give up. "Maybe I'm small, but I believe I can do it," she said with a brave flutter of her wings. From that day on, she began to train. Every morning, she flapped her wings harder, flew to taller trees, and pushed herself a little farther than the day before. She practiced soaring against the wind, gliding with the breeze, and landing gently after long flights. The other birds watched curiously. "Why try so hard?" the robin asked one afternoon. "Because I want to know what's above the clouds," the sparrow replied. "I want to see the world from way up high." One chilly morning, while resting on a tall pine tree, she spotted a flock of geese flying in a perfect V across the sky. They were far above anything she had ever seen. "Excuse me," the sparrow called, flapping up toward them. "How do you fly so high?" A wise old goose heard her and glided down beside her. "It takes more than strong wings," the goose said kindly. "You need patience, courage, and belief in yourself." The sparrow looked up at the sky again. "I think I'm ready," she said. With a deep breath, she followed the goose. Up they flew past the rooftops, beyond the treetops, higher than the tallest hills. The air grew thin, and the wind was strong. The little sparrow's wings began to ache. She wanted to stop, but she remembered what the goose had said: patience, courage, and belief. So she kept going, higher and higher, past drifting clouds that looked like cotton candy, until finally she reached the edge of the sky. The view was breathtaking. Below her, the earth looked like a patchwork quilt of green fields and blue rivers. She could see mountains in the distance, and even the curve of the earth far away. "I did it," whispered the sparrow, full of wonder. "I really did it." The goose smiled. "Yes, little one, you've flown farther than most ever dream of, and now you'll carry that courage wherever you go." The sparrow soared back to her village with joy in her heart and a sparkle in her eyes. From that day on, she wasn't just a little sparrow. She became a symbol of hope and bravery, and whenever young birds doubted themselves, she would gently say, "You're never too small to dream bigger, to fly high." Moral of the story: no matter your size, your dreams are never out of reach. With practice, patience, and belief, you can soar higher than you ever imagined.